Rudolph was born on a frosty winter night at the North Pole. His parents, Donna and Blitzen, looked in awe and concern at their son's glowing red nose, which lit up the stable like a softly shining star. At reindeer school, young Rudolph's luminous nose attracted attention, and not the good kind. Other reindeer giggled and whispered, calling him names that stung his heart. He would lower his head, feeling his light dim under their harsh words. In Santa's village, the air always buzzed with excitement. The elves, merry little creatures dressed in vivid green and red outfits, busily crafted toys, singing cheerful carols. Rudolph watched them from a distance, wishing he could join in their merriment. One day, a kind elf noticed his sadness and gifted him a small, hand-carved sleigh. "Everyone has a special spark, dear Rudolph," the elf said kindly. Feeling downhearted, Rudolph wandered through the snow-covered fields, his glowing nose casting a gentle light on the path he trod. The cold nipped at his fur, but his nose melted the snowflakes that fell upon it. A gentle doe named Clarice approached him. Her eyes were kind, her words soft as she said, "Your light is special. Don't let anyone dim it." One evening, as Santa was inspecting his sleigh, he spotted Rudolph practicing flying alone under the twilight sky. Santa was amazed by the young reindeer's determination and agility. As Christmas Eve neared, dark clouds gathered, foreboding a fierce snowstorm. The elves worried that the blizzard would prevent Santa's sleigh from taking off. During the storm, Santa noticed Rudolph's nose glowing brilliantly from the barn. A bright idea sprang into his mind. He approached Rudolph and asked, "Would you help guide my sleigh tonight?" Santa gathered the other reindeer and introduced Rudolph as the leader for the night. Initially, some reindeer hesitated, but they quickly realized that Rudolph's light might be their only hope through the storm. The elves strapped Rudolph into the lead position, adjusting his golden harness lined with tiny silver bells. Clarice gave him a reassuring smile, and Santa patted him lovingly on his head. As the sleigh took off, slicing through the blizzard, Rudolph felt the wind rush past his ears. His radiant nose lit the way, cutting through the thick storm. The other reindeer followed closely. High above the swirling clouds, Rudolph gazed down at the vast world. Roofs glittered with snow, and twinkling lights glowed like stars below. With each beat of his heart, the wonders of the sky danced around him. As they descended to the first rooftop, Santa climbed down the chimney, carrying his sack of joy. Rudolph peered over the sleigh's edge, knowing his light made Santa's journey possible. Challenges came as fierce winds and icy turbulence threatened their journey, but Rudolph's unyielding bravery steadied the team. With his glowing nose, he guided them onward, his light unwavering. During a brief break, the storm parted to reveal an enchanting aurora. The northern lights painted the sky in shimmering hues, a magical scene that awed all. Rudolph felt a serene pride. At the journey's end, Santa thanked Rudolph warmly, "You have saved Christmas, my dear Rudolph." The other reindeer cheered heartily, finally understanding the true value of Rudolph's gift and unique light. As the sleigh landed back at the North Pole, a jubilant celebration awaited them. The elves and reindeer gathered, welcoming the team with cheers and applause. Rudolph's nose shone ever more brilliantly. A grand feast was held in Rudolph's honor. Under the starlit sky of the glittering North Pole, music and dance filled the air. Rudolph, once shy and hesitant, now beamed with pure happiness. From that night forth, Santa announced Rudolph would lead the sleigh every Christmas Eve. The other reindeer stood proudly beside him, their earlier teasing replaced with deep admiration. Within the reindeer herd and beyond, lessons were learned. They embraced differences and celebrated the uniqueness within each one. Rudolph's tale became a cherished story told every holiday season. On a starlit Christmas night, Rudolph stood quietly, looking up at the twinkling sky. His red nose glowed softly. He whispered a thank you, knowing he was no longer just a reindeer with a glowing nose, but a legend.